Hello, pilots, and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. As I said in the last flight, I'm just getting back into flight sims in general. So I haven't really quite decided how this series is going to go. I have just decided that I want to start doing flight sim again because, you know, my wife bought me this awesome SciTech Pro Flight yoke setup, and I really haven't used the yoke part of it very much because I was doing DCS a lot. So for now, I'm just going to kind of do some random hops as we go to A, get myself used to flying again, and B, I'm sorry about that. Really wasn't trying to burp there. And then B, also give you guys a few episodes and time to kind of give me some feedback on, you know, what kind of content you want to see. I'm thinking maybe some kind of progressive career mode where maybe we start out in the Cessna doing, quote, flight training, which will mostly just be flying to random places until we feel like we've acquired enough experience to move up into like a regional airline kind of setup. And maybe start flying the Grand Caravan around doing some FedEx loads or something like that. So we could do that, or maybe we could do a trip around the world. That could be kind of fun, depending on what aircraft we decide to do for that. But for today, we're going to go ahead and take off from Gillespie. I think it's Gillespie Field over here. Is it Gillespie? I don't remember what the name of this field is here. Yeah, Gillespie Field over here in San Diego. We're just going to do a quick trip up to Oceanside. Should take us about a half hour, which is a good length for a flight. So let's go ahead and get into the plane, get it started up, get up into the air, and then, yeah. I'm going to try to make sure that these videos aren't too long. I'm expecting that they will include cuts of some kind because, you know, there's not going to be a lot going on for most of it. Or at the very least, there'll be some time compression so that, you know, I don't have to sit through, you know, 2 or 3 hours of a flight for no reason. So if I do the time compression, I'll probably leave you guys sitting here because just like my trucking videos and my Elite Dangerous videos, I have to imagine that most of you are going to be here to just kind of hang out, not necessarily just for the flying. I thought we set the time to be... I could have swore we set the time to be something a little bit more bright in the day. But I don't... okay. This is not going to work. Let's go back to the menu. I want it to be daytime because you guys aren't going to really be like, we'll do night flights. I'm not going to say we're never going to do night flights, but I'd like to be a little bit more back in the game. Yeah, why is it still? Is there a way to change the time? Because this is kind of irritating. So I want to take off, so this is Gillespie Field. So we'll pick that one as the departure. And then, where was the one? I gotta go back up there, find it again. Oh, come on, Microsoft Flight Simulator. You guys are killing me here. We're gonna fly up to here and try to land there. Let's do parking ramps. I guess you can't set a specific destination there. So look, we set the time. Oh. No, okay, yeah. So what's the deal here? Can I turn the... I'm fine with the weather, the live weather. I'm fine with the live weather, but I just want the time of day to be daytime, not nighttime. So can we please set the time to something reasonable? Like, I'm fine with 10 in the morning. That's a good time to take off. Now, can we press fly and not have you change the time on me again? That would be really nice. We'll see how this goes. Eventually. I really need to upgrade my system. The amount of time it takes to do some of these things is just like, come on. And I have an NVMe drive, and it still takes a really long time to load this. So it's certainly not a hard drive issue. Okay, this looks all right, yeah, this looks much better. Okay, so now, see the problem here is, hold on. I think there's a... Here we go. So now I can just do like that. Well, after I turn on all my electronics, that kind of helps. Okay, there we go. That gets us started. I did go ahead and figure out how to get the automated assistant to help me get out, so we are going to depart to the north.
Gillespie ground, Gunthrek 198 tree with Sierra request taxi for takeoff north departure.
Gunthrek 198 tree taxi to and hold short of runway 17 via taxiway Delta Alpha cross runway tree 5 Bravo cross runway 9er right Bravo cross runway 9er left Bravo.
Jeez.
Contact tower on 12 tree decimal 8 when ready.
Yeah, we're gonna leave the taxi pathing on for now because that was a lot.
Taxi to and hold short runway 17 via taxiway Delta Alpha cross runway tree.
Try to make sure we don't hit this guy.
Runway 9er right Bravo cross runway 9er
best we
left
can.
Bravo Gunthrek 198
They insist on putting those guys like right in front of you. But at least now I don't have to go back into the menu to manually respond to these guys because that's kind of annoying. So we can't see anything even if we look off to the side. Not much I can do about that. I will, if we start settling into a specific aircraft, I will go in and put in custom camera positions so I can make sure that when we're looking at things, we can actually see what we're doing. But for now, until I kind of decide what this channel is going to be for the foreseeable future, I don't want to put a bunch of effort into setting camera positions and things like that up, only to change aircraft and end up doing something else. So, fortunately, they clear you to cross runways before you even get over here, so that's nice. So, now I don't, I don't have a lot of experience. Oh, we still need to get across the runway here. I need to turn the Garmin on. I do have the avionics turned on, but I'm not super familiar with the Garmin 1000 because when I did my flight training way back in the day, 10 years ago, I was using an airplane that just had steam gauges, and we didn't have any of this cool stuff. So, yeah. I know I have to turn it on over there. It should already have my route loaded into it from the map, but because I'm in motion here, I can't really look down and mess with that. Finally got 100 miles worth of taxi on here. Where is this taking me? Oh, is this the runway here? All right. So we'll stop here, and since we don't really have to actually do a pre-flight or do a run-up or whatever, we'll take this opportunity
Gillespie
to get down
Tower,
here
Gunthrek
and turn on our.
at runway
Let's see,
17
how do you
ready
turn
for
it
departure,
on?
departure to the north.
I don't know
Gunthrek
how to
198
turn it
tree,
on.
wind 179er a tree. North departure
Avionics are
approved.
on, so why isn't this?
Cleared
Is it
for
still
takeoff
starting up?
runway 17.
Press enter. Oh, okay. That turns it on.
Cleared for
Here we
takeoff
go.
runway
Okay.
17 Gunthrek 198
So now, ideally, we can set our autopilot to nav mode, right? I don't remember how to tell though. Is this in nav mode? GPS. Okay. All right. So hopefully, when I turn my autopilot on, it will do that. I believe they just told us that we were cleared for takeoff. So let's go ahead and get onto the runway. We'll throw a notch of flats on for fun. I don't have a checklist for the aircraft. Like I said, I'm mostly just kind of screwing around until I figure out either what I want to do, or if you guys give me some suggestions for content that you'd like to, or for the kind of content you'd like to see for this particular series. There's a million different things we could do when it comes to. Man, I need. The only thing I don't like about these rudder pedals is that they're not very smooth to get out of center. I believe I can open them up and remove the detent in the middle, but it's just. And I guess I didn't set my pitch for takeoff. My pitch trim for takeoff, so that's not good. All right, here we are up in the air. Like that I can't see the.
Gunthrek 198 tree continue for north departure.
Don't like that I can't see the.
Gillespie Tower, Gunthrek 198 tree, continue for north departure.
Sorry, I'm trying to get set up. We need to get the flaps up because we don't need to be flying with flaps up the whole way. And then we just need to get turned around and get on our GPS heading out to Oceanside. And I'm guessing it's going to be a rather uncomfortable one because look at all those clouds. Man, I wish I could remember all the rules that I learned from way back in the day, because I know that there are altitude rules for a VFR flight in the direction that you're traveling. I I know. Let's see. I think it's Easterners or odd was the phrase that we learned, which would mean that. And VFR is at 500, is at the 500 increments. So if we're flying to the east, we have to fly at an odd numbered increment of 500 feet. So 3,500, 5,500, 7,500, something like that. And then if you're going west, it's the other way. So those of you who are super flight sim nerds already know that. Not exactly new information for you, but I'm having to refresh myself. So we are heading up to the northwest-ish. So I believe we need to come up. I believe we'll just go ahead and climb up to 2,500 feet. We'll get on this GPS heading here, and then fly our way up to the airport up there. And then once we level off, I'll probably time compress so that this video isn't forever long. So I don't remember exactly how the autopilot works in this game. I know it's different from altitude hold mode. I think I want that one and then the nav mode, right? So let's get our flight director turned on. Okay, I think that means it's on, right? And then we want nav mode.
Gunthrek 198 leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
Then I want altitude hold once we get to that point. We've already pulled back on the power, so we can level off here. Actually need to descend a little bit.
SoCal approach Gunthrek 198 is type Cessna Skyhawk, 2 miles northwest of Gillespie.
And I'm way off of my course heading here. So you guys can see that, yeah, I have a lot of relearning to do here because I'm so task saturated just flying the plane.
SoCal approach. Squawk 6044.
Ooh, does it automatically squawk for me?
Squawk 6044 Gunthrek 198.
That's nice. I don't have to worry about that.
Gunthrek 198 radar contact 3 miles northwest.
All right, so let's turn the autopilot on and see what it does. Autopilot on.
Cleared through the Bravo airspace, Gunthrek 198.
Okay, so ideally this is going to get me on turn there, but the problem is that I need to get my let's see, vertical speed, and then I don't remember how to bring it down though. How do I bring my vertical speed down? I don't remember. How do you bring your vertical speed down? Because right now it's at 700 feet up. I don't think I can. Can I set an altitude? Oh yeah, I guess I can. Well, what is it set to though? Okay, here we go. That's what I'm looking for. I want to be able to set the altitude and then go to it. All right, yeah. If you're still watching, you're watching because you enjoy watching me flounder around trying to remember how to figure all this stuff out. But ideally, we should lock onto our heading here, get on our GPS course, and then be able to yeah, get over to the airport that we're going to. So at this point, we could do some time compress. Well, no, I don't want to skip. Okay, so I don't remember.
Gunthrek 198 contact SoCal approach on 132.2. Good day.
So I need to. What's the time compression keybinds for the keyboard? And then just want to see if it's quickly able to be seen here. Come on. So let's look for all. Is there a time option? No. Speed? Ugh. All right, I'm going to look for this for a second, and then I'll be right back.
SoCal approach.
Okay, so it's just the plus and minus keys.
3,300 feet.
Gunthrek 198 SoCal approach altimeter 29.96 radar contact continue.
Okay, and so what's our distance to Maybe over here to the right. So we're rapidly approaching. I don't think we need to go this fast. Let me get back into real time here. I don't want to get there too fast. We end up missing. Oops. Whoa. No, I don't want that. We end up missing all of the awesome. Oh, my graphics card didn't like that. What's going on here? Something's going on where it did not like. It didn't like something. Oh, are we paused? Oh, I forgot you could slow down time. Okay, I guess the only way we can really tell is by looking at the clock and making sure it's actually counting seconds down correctly. Way too fast. Okay, that looks a little bit more reasonable. Jeez, okay, so, alright, so I gotta pay attention to that then. I have to count the number of times I actually increase the time compression. Does it tell us our distance to... Does it tell us distance? Distance. I want to see what my distance is. Where is the distance? 18.7 miles. Okay. So we'll bump it up to say that. That'll allow us to still see the terrain, be able to look around and see stuff as we go, but not necessarily be going so fast that A, the sim is going to be jumping around, and B, it looks too blurry. Yeah, okay. So yeah, just like my driving videos, I think most of you are just going to be here because you like me as a content creator. There's plenty of other people out there who do flight sim videos. Okay. There's plenty of other content creators out there who are doing flight simulator videos, and your choice of who you decide to watch is very much based off the person themselves rather than the actual game. So hopefully I'm providing something that enough of you have an interest in that this can become a successful channel. Mostly, I want to make sure that I'm open to providing the kind of flights that you guys would like to see. So viewer participation is highly encouraged so that I can give you guys what you're interested in. What do we have going on here? It's over here. We still have 14 miles to go. Yeah, only thing I don't like is that I don't necessarily care about flight following, and it automatically does that. I wonder if there is a setting I can change for that. Because I can go up here to the AI assistant, and I can have him handle my communications for me, but I really don't want him to automatically contact every radio thing that we come across, only if I need it, you know what I mean? So, I don't know. We'll leave this on for now until I start becoming a little bit more familiar with remembering how airports work and everything. Like, I know there's signs and everything that tell you how to get there, but I also kind of don't want to have to sit and write down all these instructions every time we take off from somewhere, so I know some of you are going to be like, dude, that's pretty lame that you don't want to do that. You're not a real pilot, blah, blah, blah. But I'm also, you know, I have 4 other games that I do, and by the time I get to this one, I just want to get up here and fly and just have fun. So, you know, whatever. I think we'll probably try to get into some bush flying and really focus on that so that we can stay away from airports and things like that. Airport flying is, you know, it is what it is, and controlled airspace flying is what it is, but I really have a strong interest in getting away from airports and congested areas, people, and stuff like that, and just landing in cool spots. So I I think that's kind of where I'm leaning. Maybe we could do some kind of career mode where maybe we go to Alaska and do some of the, you know, the Alaska flying up there. That would be kind of cool. I think that'd be pretty awesome. I'm curious to know, we're within 10 miles of the airport now. We really should have reported into the airport that we're landing at, and our AI assistant does know, apparently, based off of what this says, is that this is where we're trying to land, so I don't hear him calling in, and you're supposed to call in, you're supposed to report to the tower within 10 miles, if I remember correctly. So, because 5 miles is the airspace for controlled airports, and we haven't reported in yet. So I'm going to go ahead, bring this up, nearest airport list. We're going to go to the Bob Maxwell Airport. We're going to, oh, okay, select the runway for landing. I wasn't paying attention. I think we took off from runway 7, so we'll land at the other airport, and then, yeah. And of course, I didn't do my homework to find out what the altitude for the airport is, but I'm going to assume it's pretty close to sea level since we're relatively close. I'm just going to use right around 1,000 for our approach. So I guess since this appears to be an uncontrolled airport, I didn't do any research. I just picked a random thing because I needed to do a flying video, and we need to practice landings and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what we're doing. These will get more professional as we go. As I start remembering all of the various things I need to remember to do these videos, but for now, let's get the autopilot turned off, and we'll begin our descent down to get to where we need to be. And then I do need to remember to turn the time compression back off because I think I did 3 settings. So let's go backwards, 2 and 3. I think that's correct. Just gotta look at the timer and make sure it's about the right amount of seconds. No, that feels too slow. Or is it? I think that might be right. I don't know. It's hard to tell. I wish they would put a visual indicator up there to let you know. Because, like, seriously, what's the time doing here? 33, 32, 31, 30, 29. I think that's right. Yeah, they really need to put a visual indicator as to what your current time compression is, because that's pretty impossible to know what's going on. All right, I don't even see the airport yet. We are within half a mile of it, so I clearly... Oh, we're over it right here. All right, we're trying to land on runway 7, which means we need to be landing there. So, I'm going to fly out this way a little bit to get on our downwind. Yep, I'm feeling super professional right now. Can you tell I went to a Part 141 school? No? Well, it was 10 years ago, so hopefully you guys will give me a little bit of slack, because it's been a long time. Been a very, very long time. Okay, so I need to look back this way so we can see the airport. Let's see. We are way too low. Man, can you tell it's been a long time? Can you tell? Actually, I do need to slow down, though, because I need to climb, but I also need to slow down, though, so we can get our flaps out. So, we'll get our flaps out once we're down into the white range. That's 1. We can add a little bit of power to compensate for the extra drag. Fix our pitch trim. It's not a good pattern approach, but I was only halfway paying attention to what I was doing, so it is what it is. Start slowing down. Stop ballooning like we are. Trying to get that pitch trim correct. Ooh, that's some crosswind there, huh? Let's get some flaps down a little bit more. We'll... Come on, get down. A little bit of overcorrection. This is not a good landing. This is not a good landing. We need to get down on the ground because I'm almost out of time for this episode, and I don't want to go around. This is not a good landing. Okay, okay, come on, come on. Ugh, that was not good. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, well, you know. All right, just need to come to a stop. Stop slide. All right. All right, yeah. Well, ridicule me in the comments for my landing. I know that sucked. I know that sucked. We'll get these better eventually. Practice makes perfect and all that. Blah, blah, blah. All right. So we'll get parked over by this guy right here because it seems like a good place to land. It seems like they're waiting for me anyway. Am I landing on the line here? Am I parking on the line here? I think so. All right, well, hopefully you guys got something out of that video, if nothing else than just to laugh at my ineptitude. Be sure to click that like button so the YouTube algorithm knows that you did and sends the video out to more people. If you're not subscribed already, consider doing so that when the next video comes out, it will show up in your video feed, and you'll be able to watch it as soon as it's available. And that being said, those of you who choose to become channel members will get early access to my video in addition to other perks. So click that join button down below the viewer to check out the list of things that you'll get for supporting the channel. Your help is appreciated as I continue to grow into, hopefully, a full-time YouTuber thing that is going to support me. So anyways, as I said, I hope you guys had lots of fun. Be sure to come back for the next one, and I'll see you then.